Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning back. So as you can see these lovely flowers on my desk. Now today in this video I am going to let you know how we can or you can preserve these flowers at home. I'm going to dry these beautiful flowers out at home. So if you are interested then please keep on watching. So, as you can see that I've taken these fresh flowers in different colors. Now these are gerberas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the stem right at the bottom of the flower so that I can lay these flowers flat at the surface, like as flat as I can. So I'm going to cut the stems of all of these flowers and also take these tiny little white flowers. Because I would love to see them also when they are dried. So you can just take any flowers of your choice. Just ensure that you cut the whole stem of these flowers, and then you would need this powder right here. I'm going to use this Silicant's flower drying powder. Now this Silicant's flower drying powder is a very fine thin powder which helps to dry the flowers without changing their color or anything. So I'm gonna take this kind of container. It's a transparent plastic container with an airtight lid. So I'm gonna take this container where I will be putting in 2 to 3 flowers. So when you open this Silicant's flower drying powder, you'll be able to see that it is sealed. Now this has to be sealed because the seal protects the powder from moisture, so it keeps it active. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that seal, and as you can see that there is this white powder. This white powder is nothing but silica gel in a very finely milled form. So these are very fine granules of the flower drying powder. The fine granules actually are very good because it actually helps to lay a flat bed for your flowers to keep down. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna lay a flat bed in this container of this powder, and then once I am satisfied with the length of the or the height of the bed, I'm gonna put down my flowers, try to push them down to the bottom so that even the bottom part of the flower is submerged into the the powder. So I'm going to try and make room for these 3 flowers and 2 little white flowers. So what really happens is, if you can see that I've laid the pink and the yellow flowers straight, like flat, and the orangish red one is against the side of this container. So you'll be able to see how they change or retain the shapes of themselves. So after I've laid them down, I'm going to slowly and gradually start putting down this flower drying powder from the sides so that I am supporting all the petals of these flowers, and these petals are not burdened, and they just don't fall back. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to put in very small and thin layer of this initially, and then slowly and gradually I'm gonna cover the whole flowers in this powder. So as you can see, I'm trying to cover one side, and then also I have to put a little more on the sides and the corners of the container, because when you tap, you will see that the powder goes into the creases of the flowers and then the top is revealed again. I hope I made sense there. So I'm gonna just do that, and once I have kept done that, I am going to keep this bottle aside. Now please don't throw this bottle away. Now this bottle can be used again to store back this flower drying powder once it is used. So I'll tell you what to do with it later. Then let's just now start covering it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tap it twice, and then once the layers are flat, I will be just putting the lid on, and I'll keep it in one of the corners of my houses for 2 to 3 days. Similarly, I also had some roses to dry and this glass container to dry. So I did the same exact things. I took the flower, made a particular, like spread out the petals in a way that I wanted to, and then I pushed it down so that the bottom of the flower is rested well in the powder, and then these tiny little decorators are the also ones that I wanted to dry out. So then slowly and gradually I put this in the small petals and the gaps between the petals of the flowers, and some more decorators, some more powder. So I kept on layering like this till I was satisfied with the whole thing, and then kept the lid on and left it for 3 days. So now, as you can see, after 3 days, I actually checked it after 2 days as well, but the flowers were not dry enough. So I kept it for 24 hours more. So this is the one with the jarberas. I am going to open this and show you how the flowers are looking like after 3 days of keeping it, almost 72 hours if I may say so. So I'm going to take a big tray, pour out this silica gel powder or the flower drying powder into the tray till the flowers are revealed. So as you can see, I can see the flowers here. So from here I'm gonna gently, very very gently take these flowers out, because these are now paper dry. You have to tap the flowers a little bit so that all the powder comes off of the flower. So just take it out slowly and gradually and see the richness of the color, guys. The color is so nice, and it is so nice and dry that just a small little pressure and the petal fell off. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other flowers as well. I'm going to tap the flowers and remove them from this. So as you can see, this one has a slight little curve. Then these white flowers, and I remember there was one more white flower. So yes, this is the second white flower. So this is the whole Silicant's flower drying powder. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this back into the bottle that I took it out from, and you can microwave it and reuse this. So this will be regenerated when you microwave it and reuse it for flower drying again. So this is the best way to preserve flowers. As you can see, the petals are paper thin and dry, like they just snap like this. So yes, they pretty much dried my flowers very very well without changing the color of them. So as you can see, the violets are nice and vibrant. And then let's go to the roses that I have. All of us might have seen how roses turn their color to brown when we put them into some notebooks or under a paper or under pressure for drying out or preserving them. They cannot be really preserved as beautifully as this. So these are my two roses as I kept them inside. Even look at these small little leaves, even they are nice and green. So I'm going to remove all of these flowers out. And as you can see, the flowers have turned out really really well. They have retained their colors, they've retained the shape that I kept it inside the container. So the violets look brilliant, the reds have turned rich red. So I am in love with the colors of these flowers. Just look at them. The whites have retained their whiteness, or the luster in them. The flowers have not completely like withered off or anything like that. So in this case, what I also did was, there was this white little flower that I had that I kept alongside these containers outside in the normal environment, and kept it for 3 days. And you can see how this flower has become. This has withered almost, and if you can compare it to the rest of the flowers, you'll be able to see the difference that it has made. So if you are interested in trying out this flower drying powder from Silicant to dry out your flowers or to preserve your flowers, do check out the link in the description box below. And that's it from this video, guys. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, guys. It's free. Turn that red subscribe into a gray subscribe button. Also let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video, and also let me know what would you like to see me doing next. So that's it for now. Bye guys, stay home, stay safe, and I will see you super soon. Bye.